Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of the SEGA News Bits. I'm your host, George. With me is Barry.
Howdy.
Today, we're going to be talking about this, I guess, Sonic team had their big event or party in Japan. They showed off prototype artwork of Sonic characters, what they look like when they started working on them, and how they evolved to be the characters we love. So today we're going to be looking at the art, we're going to be commenting on the art, and then you can tell us in the comments what you guys think about the art. And if you guys like the prototypes better than you guys like the final design. The first game we're going to be the first character we're going to be looking at is Classic Sonic, but this is nothing new actually. The Classic Sonic stuff we've already seen. How he started off as a rabbit and slowly evolved into a beautiful hedgehog.
There is this weird little like scribble right next to Sonic's face. I haven't seen that before, but it looks really rough.
It looks like he's very like sad and like shy Sonic, not the cocky half smirk Sonic that we all know and love.
Yeah. Let's see. Next we have Tails. This one doesn't really have a lot. It doesn't look like concept, or like it doesn't look like early art to me. It looks pretty finished.
Yeah, it looks like this is just the art they released, I guess, before they made the coloring, right?
Yeah. It might have been an internal thing just so they could get the character down, that sort of stuff. It really doesn't look like that early of artwork. In fact, thinking of Tails, I don't think I've ever really seen something as rough as that Sonic stuff we see. I don't ever recall any bizarre off-the-wall Tails art.
Yeah, it's like they already had the character design, I guess, in mind prior. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's something they worked on. I don't know. We haven't seen it. Maybe it exists. I would like to see it. It'd be interesting.
Yeah.
It's one that's Knuckles, which is more important, I would say. What do you think about Knuckles? This is actually a very interesting character. We would probably talk about it in a different video, but this guy, he was supposed to be Jamaican, man. So what do you think? What do you think about his? One thing that always bothered me about Knuckles, and we can talk about it right here, because his Lego boots or shoes.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. The shoes. I never really understood what they were, because here they look very, like it's like a metal plate there. But then in the Archie comics, it was almost like a weird little flap that sat on top of his shoes. And when I draw it, I would make it really big, and I'd pronounce the little rivets. It is really weird looking at them. Also, I was hoping we would see some concept art of the actual Nike swoosh on him, because that's what the original white stripe was meant to be.
Yeah.
It is cool to see how they sorted out what his head looked like in 3 dimensions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 little dreadlocks, I guess, coming off. I also love the really smiley picture in the lower left. We've never seen him that happy before.
No, I've never seen him, especially in the first games. Like, he was basically the Shadow character before Shadow, right?
Oh, yeah, and I wish they kept with that. I really do.
Like, is he with Sonic the whole time? That's like, when I was a kid, we can talk about this in our 20th anniversary video, because we're going to be talking about this game, but The design is nice. So, the next one we're going to be seeing is Amy, which, this one's also not that different, I would say.
Yeah.
A lot of it just shows you about what her spikes are going to look like, and I do like classic Amy better than the modern Amy. I think she has a nicer look to her.
Yeah, I do like modern Amy's quills, how they're different, how it doesn't just look like a recolor of Sonic. But everything else, the giant sneakers, the tutu, it's cool. And I never noticed before that her shirt has a little like V cut in the side.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, Amy.
The next one. Oh, sorry, go on. You want to talk about Amy?
Ahead. I want to get to my favorite character.
Metal Sonic, or is this Metal Sonic? Because I always get like yelled at online, because I guess there's 2 characters that are like this, right?
There's more than 2. There's Silver Sonic. There's Mecha Sonic from the comics and cartoons. There's Metal Sonic. There's too many, but this is the original. This is my favorite one, and it looks, like they just were figuring out what each part looks like, how it moves. It really is one of the more complicated early Sonic design.
It is, and they really did go into detail to let everybody know this is how it's going to work. Yeah, it looks nice. He's one of the better characters, right?
Yeah, one thing I should point out, if you look at this drawing in the center top, it actually says, like it shows 2 eyes, and it's saying, don't do these long eyes, do the round ones. But what's funny is I feel like now in the modern era, they do more of the oval shaped ones. So it looks like they might have changed change that up.
Thanks for fucking it up. The next one is Modern Sonic, which this one does not look like early sketches. It looks like they kind of played around with the idea. He still had black eyes in his early sketches, and then it's green in the end, right?
Yeah, the proportions changed a bit too. You can see that they just elongated the spikes on that first one, kept the round belly, and then the next one's actually the closest probably to classic Sonic. It's not here, but there is another piece of art where Sonic's like so bent out of shape that his arm goes in a loop. Do you remember that?
Yeah. And then this one has kind of a weird one too. The bottom left one right there. He looks like he's like drunk walking, and you're about to fall down. Yeah.
I feel like that early Sonic Adventure art, like the 98, 99 stuff, they were really pulling from, it felt like maybe skateboard or surfing graphics. Like everything looks like a wave and very like chill, gnarly. I really don't know how to explain it, but this would not look out of place on a surfboard.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm pretty sure it's because during when this happened, there was a big old, Tony Hawk Pro Skater came out and every kid wanted to become a skater.
Yeah.
That was their dream. Remember that?
Yeah.
So I guess it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Product of the time. And then now we have everybody's favorite hedgehog, Shadow the Hedgehog, Edgelord.
God, what?
Look at these concept arts.
This is insane. Like the scar above his head, and then he has like he's blind in one eye. That's just ridiculous. And then like the one to the upper right, it's like what is going on? It's like he has like a film over his eyes. It's kind of disgusting.
It's I like that he's not really the ultimate life form with these early concepts, right? Like you're blind, we got to put you out of your misery. I like the top ones. He has a little bit of muscle mass. You see that?
Oh, oh my God, he has pecs.
Oh man, the women would have loved that, wouldn't they?
Oh my God.
No fur though on the chest. That gives him that sensual taste,
Well, look at that. The bottom ones, it's like he has a weird little V shape. It kind of looks a little penile.
And then, yes, it does. And then they have and then his gloves are really, really off. Like red gloves and yellow gloves. I like the one they stuck with. I think he looks cooler in that one. The other ones, no.
I do see he has a little scarf. Maybe that's a precursor to Sonic Boom up there.
Oh yes, this is where it all started right here. SEGA Bits fan favorite characters next. Big the Cat. And this actually, I really love how they did the one in the top left hand corner.
Yeah.
Really, really big because he's Big the Cat. And how he looks, I don't know, he looks very anime-ish. He looks like something out of like Disney movie, like Alice in Wonderland.
Looks like Totoro.
Yeah, too. Yes, that's true. Yeah. And I that's the best one, I think. The other one in the bottom right hand corner, he looks like he's like super stoned.
He looks like Shaggy.
Yes, he looks like he just like smoked a big doobie.
Yeah. My God, and the one in the bottom left, he looks like a fucked up raccoon.
Yeah, like a raccoon mixed with like a, I don't know, like a T-Rex arms. Like he would walk like a T-Rex.
That's just bizarre.
This is Big the Cat, and I like the top left-hand one, to be honest, the best. I wish they would have stuck with that.
Let's move on to E102 Gamma.
Do you like this character?
He's a weird character because, like in Sonic Adventure 2, Shadow was there and then he died. And people were like, oh, he's not coming back. He did. But E102, he didn't come back. Like the actual robot, he blew up and there was a bird inside. It was actually one of the more touching moments in the story. The only thing that I maybe didn't like about him was that he was almost one of those really cool Sonic and Knuckles egg robos, but he wasn't. And here you see that upper right-hand one, that's really close to the egg robos. I wish it was closer to that.
And it's weird. This is another one that like they really changed.
Oh yeah, it's pretty wild.
Yeah, this is a pretty good one because it has so much changing. A lot of the other ones didn't have this many sketches, and really, you could tell they really worked on this one.
Yeah, it's worth pointing out too. If you look at that upper left one, it looks like the old Robotnik or the old Eggman costume. If you can kind of see the little collar coming down from the eyes, and then the two little white dots.
It kind of also looks like he's wearing like Mickey Mouse pants.
Yeah, it's kind of like a mix between the modern and the classic Eggman costume a little bit in the way they have him. And he has a little EG. Do you see that on his forehead?
Yep. What do you like better? I mean, which one do you like the best out of all these designs?
Out of all the concepts, I like the upper right one.
I like the one where he looks the top left hand one that looks like he's wearing a hat.
That is kind of funny. I like that. Though I think there was one that appeared to have like a little hat, one of his enemies that he fought. So
well,
looks like
there you go. And the next one is another character that people like, but she's not really used that much. She was in the Rush series, Blaze the cat, and literally she's on fire on some of these sketches. Like she's wearing a little like skirt thing with a fire on it. They really try to make her look like she was on fire, but like they kind of killed it in the final design.
Yeah, maybe they were going for more. It looks like they were going more for an Islander look at the top, and then on the bottom it looks very like Middle Eastern or like what is that game, like Shantae or something like that, or the Monster World 4 girl a little bit.
Are you happy that he didn't go with the flames? I think they didn't go with the flames because it would have been like more trouble to animate on the DS, to be honest.
Yeah, I think I do like the final design, though. To be honest, I really like the lower left-hand corner one. I think that looks cool because I'm just always a big fan of those like Aladdin pants.
Oh yes, the Aladdin pants in full gear right here.
Yeah, and I'm sure anime fans or fans who are not good at drawing would love to have that design, because I remember every time I would draw a character, instead of drawing legs, I'd give him big cargo pants because it was easier.
Cargo pants, man, that's the only way.
Yeah.
I don't know, like the one where she has that little like weird like I don't know what they call it, the little towel thing over her. Yeah, and then it has like flames on it. Don't like that. It's very she spotted a Hot Topic or something.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, I mean, Blaze is. I don't dislike Blaze. She's all right.
I personally thought that like there's so many Sonic characters that get ignored through the history that they could have just brought somebody back. But I mean, Blaze isn't the worst.
Yeah, if you want to talk the worst, let's move on to our next character.
Cream the rabbit, is that it?
Yeah. Well, it looks like she wasn't a rabbit initially, huh?
No, she looked like she was like a raccoon.
Maybe, or a cat. She's got a tail but short ears.
Which one do you like? I mean, I don't even know what to say. They're all pretty sketched out. Like the drawings look really well done. Like these were like all could have been final designs. I would say that I think her as a rabbit's fine. I just don't like her character on me. 80-year-old annoying that really doesn't do much to the story.
Yeah, and when they made her talk, it was like, Mr. Sonic, why do you...
And her mom looks like she's super drunk all the time. I don't get it.
I just love the fact that she has a mom. Like,
yeah.
When I did that list of the top 10 characters we want back, and I put Cream's mom there, and people go, she has a name, you know. And I'm like, I know she has a name, but the fact that she's Cream's mom is hilarious.
It's bizarre because it makes you question, does Sonic have a mom? Who's Sonic's dad?
Yeah, seriously. Maybe Robotnik.
Plot twist.
Yeah, but overall, I guess they made her to kind of be the Tails to Amy, you know, like Amy's got her little sidekick, but I don't know. I don't hate her, but it's just, you know, I'm a guy. Sonic's cool, and then it's like we got this little girl.
She really doesn't play to the story of Sonic. Like there's so many characters, and this is when Sonic Team was just adding characters to see what would stick.
Oh, for sure. And she's not even the strongest female character that they've had.
Nope. I think Blaze would be better than that. The next one is the Wiz from Sonic Colors, which now are basically part of Sonic history.
Yeah, the Wisps have with the lift. They've pretty much become kind of like the Chow of the recent games, but I don't know. I like them because I feel like, you know, we've had rings, which are cool, and we've had the elemental shields, which are kind of cool, but they're not very specific to the Sonic series. And so now that we've got these like weird aliens, I don't know.
They went through a lot of transformations. Some of them remind me of like something Pixar would do.
Yeah, they look like Monsters Inc. or maybe like, I don't know. Yeah, they look really bizarre. They look like amoebas.
Oh, that little one of them, that one right there that's colored, the only one that's colored in the concept. That little green one reminds me of the Toy Story, the little aliens.
Oh yeah, he does look like them. It's pretty funny.
So yeah, they went through sketches. Which ones are your favorite out of all these? You like the final design or the?
I think the final ones are the best, just because they're a little too cutesy on the bottom. They're way too samey on the upper right, and then on the left they look like weird background ghosts in like a Hanna-Barbera cartoon or something. I don't know.
I feel like the bottom ones were very Japanese stylized, and then like the other ones were like they're trying to go for a more Western, so they just blended it, and then they made what we got now.
Yeah, I will say I like the Wisps and Colors, but I felt like when they were in Lost World, there was absolutely no reasoning for them to be there. They weren't a part of the story at all, and it was just kind of weird, you know?
Yeah, I agree, but they were also in Sonic Runners, which is dead now.
That's right. Yeah.
But we could talk about modern Sonic. What is it? Oh, this is just 3 sketches. I don't know what this is. I guess they were just showing you how they came up with the concept of Sonic. This is not that important.
Yeah. This modern Sonic one, I'll just say it looks like they played around with trying to keep that round belly. You can also tell the legs are a little more flared out at the bottom in the final design. Overall, I mean, unless you're really into character design, you can't tell. There's not really much to see here, but
I mean, that's it. That's all the designs we have to look at today. Let us know which one you guys like best, the final or the concept art. Comment below, and thanks for watching.
Later. If you'd like more SEGA news, check us out at segabits.com. And also, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and follow us on all our social networks.